Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new, my name's Emily. This is my husband Matt. We are in beautiful Edinburgh, Scotland, and we are so excited to be here.
Yes, this is a beautiful place on earth for sure. We're loving it so far.
We have a handful of days here. We've got a lot on our agenda. Touring Edinburgh. We're staying in Old Town. We're going to rent a car and drive up to the Highlands and see Inverness and Loch Ness and all of the things. So stick around and we'll take you with us. We might break this video up into a couple of different parts, but we're really excited to show you Edinburgh, and you can hear bagpipes.
This place is amazing.
Oh, I love it. Okay,
Scotch.
Let's go. On our first morning, we walked through the picturesque Grassmarket District. Once known as a site of public executions, you'll now find lively bars, restaurants, and shops in this part of Old Town. We stopped for breakfast at a cafe that played awesomely bad cover songs, and then made our way to a castle viewpoint. Over many centuries, Edinburgh Castle has witnessed royal ceremonies, savage battles, the birth of a king, and deaths of queens. Scottish monarchs commissioned grand buildings here both as secure lodgings and as demonstrations of their wealth and power. The castle is home to important national symbols such as the Scottish crown jewels, the medieval siege cannon Mons Meg, and the Scottish National War Memorial.
Oh man, so much to see, so much to do. Where do we start? I don't know, let's check out the views, some cannons. The huge 6-ton siege cannon, Mons Meg, was forged in 1449 and could fire a stone ball almost 2 miles.
The oldest building in Edinburgh, this modest chapel was built around the year 1130 by King David as a tribute to his devout mother, Queen Margaret, later Saint Margaret. The Honours of Scotland, the crown, sword, and sceptre, are the oldest crown jewels in the British Isles. They're displayed in a specially fortified room built in the 1600s. Unfortunately, no cameras are allowed in the vault.
The Great Hall was built around 1510 for King James IV to house grand banquets and other state events. It was later used for military purposes and afterwards given a Victorian makeover, but it retains its late medieval ceiling. Beneath the Great Hall are cavernous stone vaults used over the centuries as stores for food and military supplies, soldiers' barracks, and military prisons. The first prisoners of war arrived in 1758, soon after the outbreak of the 7 Years' War with France.
Be sure to stick around for the 1 o'clock gun, fired from Millsmount Battery daily, except Sundays and Christmas Day. The gun was introduced in 1861 as an aid to shipping. In order to navigate accurately, sailors needed to know the exact time, calibrating it with the position of the sun. That was fun.
Yeah. Pretty unique spot in the world. Oh man, that is really good. All right, we just finished up touring St. Giles Cathedral. Absolutely brilliant, 900 years old. Still going after all these years. I don't know how many times it was burned down.
Yeah,
but
not much of the original structure from 900 years ago is left, but
yeah, still the same foundation. Pretty amazing. Absolute beautiful architecture here. For now, off to try some Scotch whiskey. Yeah.
ready for some whiskey?
Oh yeah, Scotch. Wasn't the worst.
It's not the best.
No.
Okay.
Cheers.
For this trip, we stayed at an Airbnb in the heart of Old Town, right on the Royal Mile. We wanted to get a sense of what apartments are like in Scotland and see how the locals live, and this place did not disappoint. We'll leave a link in the description if you're interested. Good morning.
We just had a very delicious breakfast at the, what was it called?
The Edinburgh Larder.
Larder, okay.
Oh man, it was so good.
Yeah, I finally got my full Scottish breakfast and it did not disappoint. Highly recommend you get that when you come here. And now we're making our way down to the other end of the Royal Mile to visit Holyrood House Palace, I think is what it's called. So yeah, that's our main activity for today. Then we have an underground walking tour this afternoon.
I was actually just speaking with somebody in one of the shops here. It sounds like this climate's very similar to Seattle. Actually cooler in the summer, but winter just cold and rainy. I think they actually get a little more rain than we do, but
so we're right at home.
Yeah, they occasionally get snow as well, just like we do, but it's not very common. So blending in nicely. So off season, if you're okay with a little drizzle, some colder winds, it's pretty nice. It's quiet.
Yeah, there's no crowds, so definitely one perk. You have all of the great museums and castles all to yourself for the most part.
Oh, speaking of.
Oh, wow. Well, apparently we are not going to go to Holyrood because it's not open today. We are here on a Wednesday. Closed. So, you know, check the hours before you walk your ass all the way down here. Since we're here, we decided to walk a little bit up Arthur's Seat because we've done so much walking the last 2 days. I don't know if we can make it to the top, but we're here. We're gonna go up just a little bit and we can get a better view of kind of the back side of Holyrood House. So that's what we're doing. We got some time to kill before our underground tour, so we're just gonna kind of see what we can get up to.
We toured the Blair Street Underground Vaults, which is the largest system of underground caverns in Edinburgh, built in the 18th century beneath South Bridge. We opted for the historic underground tour, but there are evening ghost tour options if you're so inclined.
Part of it has collapsed, as you can see, it's quite fragile. But see, these were storage spaces for wine. So we have the emergence of a profession, the body snatchers, sometimes also known as resurrectionists. Now, there is no proof that the vaults here were used by body snatchers, but I will give you all the details, the information, and then you can decide for yourselves.
I need to make a phone call. You could actually make a phone call. I thought this was like I'm a dumb tourist, but you can call somebody. Hey.